Oh, no. Because now I'm on the fire right now.
No, you see when the cameras come, everyone changes. Everyone changes.
Yeah, just chill it.
Saying Ravens exploiting, man. Because
I'm going to try to be
black man and
constructive,
saying,
right?
well, what can you do? Help man, so we're saying he's exploiting, man.
Let me give a context now. Let me give a context.
Say that. You see, you're not listening.
Wait.
Content over everything.
Oh, no. Because now I'm on the fire right now.
No, you see when the cameras come, everyone changes. Everyone changes.
Yeah, just chill it.
Saying Ravens exploiting, man. Because
I'm going
he's
to try
coming
to
to
be
black man and
constructive,
saying,
right?
well, what can you do? Help man, so we're saying he's exploiting, man.
Let me give a context now. Let me give a context.
Say that. You see, you're not listening.
Wait.
You didn't listen to what I said.
Bro, don't be distracted. Don't be distracted.
I'm going to moderate now. I'm going to mediate. Yeah, because obviously you got to catch.
Everyone wants to mediate. No one wants to hear before. I don't get it.
Wait. Let me chill out.
They lie.
Obviously, when it looks back here, it looks bad if there's not the thing. Fuck what's going on around us. Like, we want the people that are watching it to be able to get the same information and understand everything we're saying. So I ain't trying to get involved. I'm just trying to mediate between the things.
Right. So Raven was making a point. Let Raven make a
Man
point.
needs to start timing when man them talk. That will make it easy. 2 minutes. Timing.
Here's a back context we understand, right? There's a gentleman here who's skilled in development, right? And but when people approach him, because of his affiliation with certain kind of groups, these conversations don't come up and there's back and forth arguments. I've approached a gentleman who's skilled at development and I said, brother, you're from a black background, yeah? It'll be good for you to speak to the youth so they can see that there are people out there who haven't been to uni, but they've yet learned these skills. Now, as I've spoken to this brother, you've approached and you said, bruv, you've taken this number, and stop me if I'm wrong, I see what you're doing, you're exploiting the black community. You didn't say exploit, no?
So let me say what I said?
Go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, no one put words in my mouth. When I say something, I'm saying it from my mouth.
Go ahead.
So listen to what I said. I came over and I said, raw. Well, go on, Raven, you're right. First thing, I didn't come to you in a hostile vibe.
I never said you were.
Yeah, because hostile, you know hostile when man comes to hostile.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I come to you and I said, Rob, no, but it's real. Isn't so I'm saying to you, Rob, I came to you and I said to you, Rob, well, go on, Raven, and I said, Rob, what are you lot doing? You're exchanging numbers, yeah? I said, Rob, what skills? And I said, what, you taking? What, he's got skills? And he said, yeah. I said, what skills does he have? You told me what skills he has, yeah? That's what happened. And then I said, Rob, you know, I just clocked something though, Raven. You know, I just clocked something though. You know, I just clocked that every time you meet people, you ask them what skills they get. And then you take their number and you get them to do stuff for you.
No, that's not.
No, and I said that's what I said.
Yeah, and you're incorrect.
Yeah. So no, listen, I'm saying to you what I said. I said, well, you take people to do that, bro. You're exploiting the black community, fam. That's what I said to you. So that's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah. That's what I said. Yeah. Yes, I'm saying this. I'm saying to you what I said. I'm not going back on my words. I'm not going back on my words. I'm a man of my word. I say my thing. Yeah. So I said that.
Let him land. Let him finish.
Bare ad-libs.
Let him finish.
No, man. Yo, let him finish now, man. Man's not against order now, man. Bare ad-libs. It's bare ad-libs.
No, see, confusion. Confusion is seeking. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying now, and I said that to you, yeah? Then you said to me, no, there's nothing wrong with that. Then after, when we left that little side and we came to a side, you said, yeah, if I get men to do stuff for me, there's nothing wrong with that. If I get men to do projects for me, there's nothing wrong with that. I said to you, all right, there's nothing wrong with that. I said, there's nothing wrong. I said, that's actually a smart thing to do. That is actually a good thing to do. There's nothing wrong with it. And the youth said right there, the youth that was standing there, he said, well, I don't mind if man uses my skills. I'm not the youth, by the way. You know what I mean? I don't mind if man uses my skills.
You use the word exploit, right? And you also question whether my motivation was pure. As in, am I trying to help black people collectively? Or am I trying to help myself?
Yes.
Right? I gave you examples.
I asked you a question.
And then I asked you questions. And all the questions I asked you, you bounced off. I said, how long have you been helping black people?
Okay,
I asked you a question. It all stemmed from me asking a question, and you got defensive.
Now, bro,
so someone asked someone a question, and you got defensive. You said explore, though. You said offensive. You see the thing is,
bro. Can I say something?
One time.
Obviously, man's been studying.
I haven't spoken.
I've been studying this negrophobia thing, yeah. And what man's saying is, yeah, like, and I'm not trying to be thing, but when you superimpose something negative, because you're saying you're going to do it for the Muslim community.
It's called a premise, bro.
No, we didn't get there.
No, I'm saying.
This is where we're at right now. I will get to where we got.
I'm saying.
What happened was you made many claims, right? One claim was I was getting too passionate, which is fine. We come to that. Another claim is that I'm exploiting. Now there were some other brothers around who have joined networks I'm part of because for me working with Raven, I don't see this as the case, right? And then you start calling him, you were saying that, your fans, whatever it might be, right? I said no, hear the testimony and see what it is, right?
No, because
and then the question goes,
no.
I said I've been helping black people for many years,
You're
right?
talking
Then I ask
about
you,
my
how
CV for free.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, right? Now I'm saying, how?
What I said.
Oh, bro, let me land, then you land, yeah? Then I said, how long have you been helping black people? Now I said, since I've helped black people, I've lost money, yeah, time, energy, emotion, but it's worth it, yeah? It's worth it. So I'm saying, how
Why are you mentioning it
because you're questioning my motive.
I didn't question the motives.
You should explain.
My thing is,
No one's testimony cares.
I asked you a question.
Listen, people will come.
If someone,
Bro, you said because of my niceness, I was deceiving people.
I hope everyone realizes.
white man.
And I said, what you do,
Bro, let's be intellectually honest.
Let me say something. What I'm saying to you, if someone comes to you and asks you a question, if someone comes to you and asks you, what I'm saying to you, if someone comes to you and says and asks you a question, it's a question.
you had a loaded question, bro.
Bro, let's be
One at a time.
Let's be intellectually honest. Let's be intellectually honest, yeah? Right? You ask a question, yeah? This hold on. Right? You ask a brother a question. You didn't just ask him a question, yeah? Most questions, generally speaking, come with what is called a premise, yeah? So, if you ask a man, oh, are you exploiting black people? Or, are you doing it for yourself? Or are you doing it to help black people? You're questioning a man's motives, yeah? The premise of the question is, his motives are in question. The virtue of what he's trying to do is in question. So you're trying to ascertain whether he's righteous or not, whether he's virtuous or not.
Really not.
But bro,
My thing is, why question?
so why use words that
Because you don't question
why
the white
use
man or
words?
the Asians.
Why
that
use
question.
words? Hold on, bro. Hold on. If you're not questioning, question.
Every conversation
I'm saying-
about white men and Asians.
Chill, bro.
Why do you have to
If you're not questioning, hold on. I'm saying this is what happens.
Every day,
Let's get hype. Let's get hype.
No,
It's a conversation.
we have to have a brother.
It's a conversation.
I beg, we have
How are you
this.
not challenging his
Hold on,
virtue?
bro. Wait, bro.
How are you not challenging his virtue if you use the word exploit? Doesn't exploit
that's what I'm
kind of
saying,
imply that you're challenging his virtue? Like
Because
if he's out to
let me say something. There's no exploit. The way you lot have always applied a negative concept to exploitation. So exploitation to you. No, stop. Let me say.
Let me use his logic. Let me use his
Look
logic.
stupid when we look back here. Let him land and then let the response happen, please. Go on, brother.
But I can never look stupid if I'm saying
Wait,
one thing.
look stupid. Like, don't look good.
So what I'm saying to you is exploitation sometimes can actually be a good thing. It's not always a bad thing. If I'm exploiting,
give me an example?
So if I'm exploiting your talents so that you become a bit better at what you do, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that.
Wrong word. Wrong word.
Bro, again,
Tell me the right word. Tell me the right word.
No, yo,
Tell me the right word.
Adnan.
Tell me the right word. Tell me the right word. Thank you very much.
That is never good.
It's
That is
positive.
never good.
Exploitation is positive when you exploit your own traits, when you your own skills, your own talent. You can exploit your own ability to do something.
You're more intelligent than
If you're
that, you know.
exploiting somebody
You're
else,
way more intelligent than what you
exploiting
said.
somebody else.
Yeah, you're way more intelligent than what you said.
Negative.
You're way more intelligent than what you just said.
Even if there's positive benefits from it.
I'm not belittling your intelligence. I'm crediting your intelligence.
You're way more smart. Don't betray.
You are, though. And I'm being very sincere.
Do you have any evidence to back your claim?
What I'm saying to you.
Do you have any evidence to back your claim?
So first thing, I asked a question. So my question,
you accused.
I didn't accuse. You
said I am
no.
exploiting.
I said
incorrect. There was a series of accusations.
Oh, is it
This is the brother. Everyone, this brother is skilled in development, right? And this is what the conversation was about.
Being disingenuous, there was a huge amount of, when you came over to us, there was a huge amount of accusation. Like, if you now switch up and say that there was some kind of inquisitive nature, that's absolutely bollocks. You definitely accused him of
Bro, if you man are talking about
using like, you know, helping black people as a smokescreen for him to actually exploit them in the end. That's exactly what you said.
Okay, and what Raven said to me. So what I'm saying, even when we was talking, Raven said to me, you said, this is what you said. Hey, brother, wait a second.
I know what you're going to say now, so say it now.
You know what you said? You said, I don't even mind if he explains me. That's what you said, so you just be quiet, brother. So listen to what I'm saying to you.
There's a backstory to that. There's a backstory to that.
No, well, you said that. You said you don't mind if man exploits you.
That's not how it went
That's what you said.
We've already discussed
Bruv,
that.
you said you don't mind if man exploits you. Is that what you said? So why are you talking about?
There's a market context.
Brother says important.
So what I'm trying to say to you. Now listen to this. Listen. You see, you're doing it for the cameras. I'm doing it for the cameras.
No, I'm saying you're
Turn the
doing it
cameras
for-
off right now.
you're
Go
doing it
over
for
there and
the
I'll still talk the same talk. What I'm trying to say to you now, yeah,
it will
my
still
brother.
be wrong.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say to you, no problem. That's entitled to your opinion.
No, but you falsely
Brother,
accused
listen,
me. Go
listen,
ahead.
I didn't accuse you. Listen to what I said.
said?
I said to you, Raw, what you're doing, is an honourable thing. It's a smart thing what you're doing.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't actually see what you're doing. Yeah. So if I come here every week and I say, Raw, you know what? I'm going to take all the Muslims. This is how we got to where the Muslims are.
Okay.
I said to you, Raw, if I come here every week and I say, Raw, I'm going to meet all the Muslims and say, Raw, brother, what's your skills? What kind of skills do you have?
Yeah.
And then I take my phone out and take their numbers. I said, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? Is there anything wrong with that?
You said you're gonna do it.
I told you.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
I-
So, is there anything wrong with it? Is there anything wrong with it?
Yes.
Ways, boy.
Yes.
Why is
Because
there something
you
wrong with it?
separate yourself from it.
Here's what. Here's wrong.
Set
You
ways.
say for the black people, you say you're not a part of it.
If you accuse, I'm going to speak.
Go on.
If you
Expect
accuse
that
me
to
of
follow.
exploiting and you're going to repeat the action, then you shouldn't exploit your Muslim brothers.
I'm not saying
I can see that point.
But you see what you said,
Separate
what you said, you're not exploiting, that's what you said, yes?
Yeah.
So I said, all right, no problem.
But you think
No,
what I am.
no, what I'm saying is, I don't need that, keep your phone to yourself.
Do you want to see it?
No, keep
Why
it.
not?
They don't
We're
like you.
talking,
They
we're
don't like
talking,
you.
we're
They don't
Let's
like
have a
you.
look while you're talking.
We're talking.
like
Have a
you.
look while you're talking.
What I'm
like
saying,
the
what I'm saying,
definition of
what I'm saying,
exploitation,
what I'm
bro.
saying
Oh, I'm gonna read
is,
that.
see if me and you are having a debate about something, yeah, and I'm asking you a question, and then you're replying back with an answer, yeah, then I say to you, Rob, that's actually kind of good, you know what you're doing. I might start trying to do the same thing. Then you say to me, Rob, are you not part of the black community?
I did, yeah.
All right. You said, what do you done for the black community?
I asked that
You-
question.
Now, I could come on this camera now and say everything that I've done because people know who I am.
What's the context?
Stop. What I'm trying to say to you, people know
Context
what.
is important.
Stop. Listen to me, man.
Is it not
What I'm trying to
important?
say to you, people know what I've done for my community because I've done bare for my community. You know, Tulsa, Brixton, that Brixton Hill
What
area,
community though?
yeah, all them areas there.
What
You
community
know who
though?
I am. It's
For who
known.
though?
It's
For
a
who
known
though?
fact. For all the youths on the road,
community?
all the youths on the road.
What community?
What I'm saying to you
It's
now,
like a
yeah,
regular-
Not his community.
so what I'm
though.
trying to say to you,
Because you're not part of what she said.
what I'm trying to say, yeah, is I don't need to go into the ins and outs of that.
yeah.
But for you to question me now, if
No,
I'm
no.
a part of the
What's
black community,
What's the context of these conversations?
Yeah, bro.
because it
You're
has to be
part of
context.
us.
So we just
You
talking
get
from
Intellectual
back.
honesty.
Come on, man.
Bro, I don't
I'm
think.
getting to the point.
I don't-
Yeah, let's hear this. Let's hear this.
Well, let the man read
Let's
it.
hear this.
One minute, the
Let me
dictionary
say
definition
something.
of exploitation is the action or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work.
So can I say something now? How comes you go to the black man and say he's exploiting, but yet when the Asian Muslims, like I told
who
you
is he
before,
treating
are
unfair?
calling the black boys to back them up, yeah, right, and then calling them nigger behind their back? How come you never gone to the Asians and start exploiting my black Muslims, bro?
What are you talking about? What's the
Fam,
situation?
come on, bro. You know this.
What's the
You
situation?
never go to the.
Bruv,
You
what
never go to
situation
the
are you
Asians and
talking
tell them
He
they're
don't know.
What
exploiting
Asian
us.
youth? What
He
Asian
say he
youth?
don't know.
Come on, man. You never
He
know.
say he
But
don't
you
know.
see the black youth though.
What
say he
I'm
don't
saying
know.
to
But
what?
you see the black man
Show
though.
me the Asian
But you
youth.
see the black man
He
though.
What's their
saying he don't
names?
know
What's
it.
their
He
names?
But
saying
I'm
he
just
don't
saying.
know.
Who are
I'm
they?
just
He say he
saying.
don't
No,
know.
forget
seen the
that.
black man though.
You
innit?
made a claim.
You've seen the black man though.
He
innit?
saying he don't know.
How comes man
me-
never?
let me-
He only sees what we do,
brother-
but never sees what the other race does.
Jedi and
Come
Brass,
on,
I've
bro.
given you a definition.
Come on,
that's
man.
in the dictionary, right? Now, can you see why I had to defend the claim? I had to defend against the claim.
No problem. You have to
Right?
defend it. But I'm
Did you take that claim back in front of the camera?
No.
So I'm.
You still think he's treating black people unfairly to benefit from their work?
It's not about being
It depends how you see it. If
Bro,
you're
bro, this conversation is gonna go. That's it, bro.
don't give me words.
Yeah, but it's very loud and people have to have a conversation.
Bro, you don't care about the
So you're
dictionary
going to
definition.
dictionary.
You don't care about the definition.
So don't
You don't care about
No,
that is bad, that is- that is-
mad.
no,
You went mad. You went mad. You know you went mad. You can't do me like that. Let's have a conversation.
No, why?
Tell me, say that word again. Rasta, say that word again.
Negrophobia.
Where's that in the dictionary? What is
That's in the black law dictionary.
It happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what I'm trying to show you is, yeah, bro, you can't superimpose something negative on a brother because it's a brother. Because obviously,
No.
obviously, when you said you're,
What did I say to you?
1 minute, when you,
Did I say it was a bad thing you did?
bro, what I'm saying is,
I said it was bad.
bro,
Okay, but I said it was bad.
bro, when you're doing the same, when you said you're going to do the same thing for the Muslim community, I'm not going to come and superimpose that you're exploiting them. You get me? That would be someone that's
Read this out,
Islamophobic.
please, bro.
That's Islamophobia. Yeah, dislike or fear of black people. So
Dictionary.
That's dictionary, negrophobia.
Yeah.
Jeez.
My thing is,
Yeah,
like I said before, it's all
so
about
what
black
you
people.
say is-
No. You smashed up yourself. You said dislike or fear of black people. What did dislike black people?
Because you.
No, I didn't. That's not dislike. That's a disagreement. That's a disagreement on something. On the issue what he's doing. I don't dislike.
Let me land. If I was an Islamophobe when you said you're
No, you can't use that.
I'm gonna show you.
I dislike black
If
people.
a Muslim,
Let
no,
me
listen.
show.
Let me finish.
You don't talk some
Let me
madness,
finish,
you know,
bro.
because man's Muslim.
Bruv, let me finish. No, I'm not saying because you're Muslim, bro. Because there's enough Muslims that don't think like that and support Raven.
But wait. I'm saying,
wouldn't
show me
superimpose
where I
it
don't
into
like
something
black
that-
people, fam.
No,
Muslim.
listen.
Show me where I don't like
Can I
black
land,
people.
Can I land?
Oh, you for me, bro.
You're
We're
done.
not gonna be soft now.
Mash up yourself.
If you as a Muslim is doing that, yeah, you're gonna have people that are Islamophobes, and as soon as they hear that you're doing it, they're gonna superimpose something negative on you because you're Muslim, because they naturally have a dislike or a distaste for Muslims. You understand, fam? So what I'm saying is, yeah, for you to see a brother doing something positive in the community, yeah, and for you to superimpose something negative on something your black brother's doing, and then say you're gonna take that idea from your black brother and bring it to the Muslim community, yeah, and then you don't want anyone, and then if I superimpose that what you're doing is negative and you're exploiting the Muslim community, you're not gonna like that.
Do you know what
So
the
what I'm
hard
saying
is?
is, one of the main laws in the Torah is do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Okay, so I don't believe in the Torah, I believe in the book.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying to you,
it's one of your laws.
What I'm saying to you, listen, check this out. I'm gonna say something clearly to you. Yeah? What I was saying to you, yeah, is if you went to work, yeah, and you done the same thing that he's doing as a boss, yeah. A boss is somebody who gets everybody's skills to do everything for them. So he exploits everyone's thing. He treats them unfairly.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's what most bosses do.
No, that's not true.
All right, so if I'm a boss of my job, yeah, and I've got people underneath me, I've got a compliance manager, I've got a sales manager, I've got the customer consultants, yeah. Everybody's working for me, yeah? Everyone's working for me. And this is what I was trying to say to you. What Raven's doing, he's the leader of his thing. And that's nothing wrong with that. No one's understanding what
You don't know my thing because you're not part of it.
No, but you've told me already.
No, I haven't told you nothing.
You told him.
Why would you use words like building? Why would you use words like building the black community instead of exploiting the black community?
Listen, forget
helping the black community, uplifting the black community.
I was there.
Why
This is what he said.
exploitation?
Listen, don't forget that, man, because people went there. I was there, yeah? Raven turned around to him. I said, I do this for the black community. And he goes, I do this for you. And he goes, nah. So we go, what, you're not a part of us? He goes, no. And he turned to the white youth and said, if he was Muslim, he would be my brother. So man looked at him and said, oh, you separated the black Muslims from us. You separated the black Muslims from us. And he goes, yeah.
That's a deep thing, you know.
He goes, yeah. No. He goes, yeah.
That's
the black Muslims from us.
That is, I don't care what it is.
So stop. Brother, did I say that? Brother, you're so wrong that you jumped over the bench and you went the other way.
Correct, man.
So let me explain what I said, yeah? And I say it again, yeah? This is what I was trying to say something, and you was like, where are we going with this? And you didn't realise what I was trying to do, because I knew that this brother's going to say something mad here. I knew, because he's got the madness on his mind about white and black community. I don't know what's going on in his head. But what I'm saying to you now,
I'm black first.
no problem.
There is a white and
Live
black
your life.
for true. There is a white and black for true, my brother.
Explain your thing, bro. Don't
Don't
be
run away from that. There is a
You
black
ain't
and
got
white.
no problem seeing the white and black when DFLA comes down and man want to organise us to fight against the DFLA because racism. No, but the thing is, no one's got no problem in seeing white and black when the DFLA comes down and Tommy Robinson comes down and man say Tommy Robinson's racist, let's unite against him.
You know what?
Man see the black and white. I'm saying in general, everyone can see it. Bro, I'm saying everyone can see it, bro.
What's going on, bro?
Let me finish, because my man made a claim against me and said that I said something and it was wrong. It was 100% wrong. Yeah. What I said, yeah, and listen closely to what I said, yeah.
Yeah,
because I think
close.
a lot of people, you're hearing me, but you're listening, but you're not hearing me.
We are here, yeah, listen.
And that's what I don't like with man. Sometimes.
Careful of the camera.
And then what you're doing now is you're jumping on what my man's saying, but you're not actually understanding anything what I'm saying. And that's the wrong way to actually be. To like jump on what something.
Say what you said, bro.
No. Let me speak. If I want to speak, I want to speak. Don't tell me to rush. Let me speak. I want to take my time.
Everyone
speak. Yeah? Let me speak. So what I'm saying to you. Alright, so what I'm saying to you now, yeah, bam. I said to you this, yeah. I said, raw. If I took what you did, yeah, and I went around the park, yeah, and I started to ask the Muslims, you said, raw, so are you a part of us? I said, he's saying that. I said no. I said yes. You were shouting so much you didn't even hear what I said, bro.
Did he say no?
I did not say no. I did not say I'm not a part of the community. But then you said this is what you said. This is what you said. What have you done for the black community?
That's true.
And I said, what do you mean what have I done?
If I said
no, it wasn't. It was at the same time. It was at the same time.
later on.
And then I said, what do you mean? So should I tell everyone what I'm doing for the black community? Should I go expose my good deeds? That's what I said. That's what I said to you.
Do you know the context?
You took offense to that.
I'm just asking.
To him asking you what you did for the community.
My brother,
No, but
I'm saying,
should I expose my good deeds?
Don't let him skip over it. No, don't let him skip over it. He never answered the question of, did you turn to the white guy and said, if he was Muslim, this would be my brother?
So did you say this? Did you say this? Did you say this?
So listen,
Did you say this?
Listen close to what I said. Listen close to what I said. I said that if I come down here and I done the same thing for the Muslims, whether this man is black or white, yeah, if he's a Muslim, he's my brother. I would still take his number and still do something with him.
Still
And
exploit
that's
him.
what I said.
And I told you not to exploit the Muslims.
So why
that was correct.
Why did you lie a second ago?
Can I answer this thing?
And I said, don't exploit the Muslims, and you said, yeah, right? You agree with that? Because this was because I'm exploiting black people. And I told you, when you take my idea, make sure you don't exploit the
I
Muslims.
said I'm not going to exploit the Muslims.
So how comes you can do it, but I can't do it?
No, I didn't say you couldn't do it.
No, really,
I didn't say you couldn't do
no,
it. When did I say you couldn't do it?
You said I'm exploiting.
No, I didn't say. What I said, you see, you're not listening to me. I said to you, brother Raven, what you're doing is not bad. I said that to you. I just questioned you. I said to you, I questioned you on what you're doing. I said, bro, I see what you're doing.
The word exploiting is the problem.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something, yeah.
The word
Bro, let me show you something.
Remove that word. Remove that word. Or whatever you want to say.
Let me show you something.
Let me show you something.
Let me show you something.
Can I say something? You know what I said, yeah? The reason why you never
shouting, you're not talking.
I'm talking. But if everyone's shouting, this is how it goes. We're black people, you know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So, like I'm saying is the fact is, he still never acknowledged of what I just said. I said, Raven turned around to you and said, brother, what is your issue is when it's for you. It's for you too, you're part of us. So why you keep on separating the black Muslims from us? Yeah? And you turn it Muslims? You said yes. I said, so what, you separating the black Muslims from us?
How can I separate the black
And didn't he say, yes, because I don't see colour. I don't see colour. Thank you. I don't see colour. Because if he's a Muslim brother, he says, if this white boy is a Muslim brother, I don't care if he's white, this is my brother. So I said, well, bro, I'm black first.
You know what though?
Simple. Everyone else cool.
Can I suggest,
but I'm black first, innit?
Can I suggest, yeah, that we get beyond the ins and outs of what actually happened in the conversation, yeah, and deal with the issues at the heart of the
Nah,
thing.
it's the separation of Muslims.
Hear what I'm saying? Hear what I'm saying? Hear what I'm saying?
What's that?
The separation of Muslims.
Hear what I'm saying?
Who's with us? Who's with us?
Hear what I'm saying? No, bro.
I'm black and a Muslim.
You didn't join him though.
Hear what I'm saying?
So what? You know what I said? No, listen to what I said. No, this is what I said. This is what I said. I say it again. I said, right, is Raven the savior for black people? That's what I said to you. Why would you go there?
Come on.
Listen, man. Listen.
Bro.
If you don't listen to me, you're not going to understand what I'm saying. Listen to me. Listen. I said that because he's gone.
But if he was a Muslim, I don't
Listen, man. Listen. Please, let me speak. I said this, yeah, because what he's saying is that, right, if you're not with him, you're not with the black people. That's what I intended that you was trying to say. You was trying to say, if I'm not, listen to me. You said, I'm not with him. You said to me, right, you're not with the black people because you're not with Raven. I'm like, what?
I didn't say that, bro.
So that's what you said, bro. You said
didn't.
that. You said, are you with him? Are you with him?
Raven said,
And I said,
I
what?
do
Is
this
he
for
the
black people, even you, bro. And then you said, what? Raven goes, what? You're not a part of us. You go, no. And I said, what? You're not a part of us. You're trying to separate yourself from Muslims, from black Muslims.
I never said anything. I said black people. You see, because you shout so much, bro.
With all due respect.
You know what I'm saying.
Then listen to me there, bro. I'm not shouting. Then listen to me there, bro. I'm not shouting.
Listen.
Then listen to me, bro. I'm not shouting.
You see when you shout too much, no, because you're not listening. See when you're shouting, when you're shouting,
this should I go on right now?
see when you're shouting, yeah, you're saying something. I'm misinterpreting everything you're saying because you're just shouting.
You're closer to me, innit?
No, but
he's further. He heard what I said.
Bro, man ain't shouting yet, so you can't misunderstand me. You can't misunderstand me.
I'm saying to you, when
So
you're
I'm saying, you don't want to do it, man.
You know he's coming to vaccine.
He don't want to do it, man. He's showing, man. He don't want to do it, man. I love it.
Yo, bro.
I said one thing.
All I want to say is, yeah.
I said, is Raven the same to black? Because you said, if you're, are you not with him? Are you not one of us? That's what you said. I'm like, say the same. So I'm not black because I'm not with him.
He goes, Raven's always there in the middle, whatever. This is what I said. I said, what? When I first came here,
Now,
are you making a claim against me?
you might be practicing this.
That's what I'm saying.
Now let's carry on the thing.
Hear what I'm saying?
One at a time. No back doors.
Hear what I'm
No back
saying?
doors.
'Cause I weren't here for the conversation. I ain't trying to get into the ins and outs of the conversation. Right now, what I'm seeing from what's happening at the moment is that you've got a massive shovel in your hand and you're digging very deeply into the ground, yeah, for your own self. And I'm going to show you how, yeah? Because the reality is, bro, all right, if a man says he's here to help black people, you don't have to cast any aspersion on that whatsoever. Hold on.
I didn't cast
hold
any
on.
aspersions.
But you did, and you've continued to do so. Because all the things that you're saying about the questions that you asked, man, and what you said you're going to do for the sake of Muslims, yeah, right, has one, question his intentions and his virtues. Two, question the worth, yeah, of all what you've done is you've put up organising and helping black people and made it versus organising and helping Muslims. No. Hold on, because you could have said.
No.
What you could have said is. What you could have said is. What you could. Let me finish.
That was wrong.
Let me finish.
No, I said wrong.
Let me finish. You
You're
can
wrong.
respond. Yeah,
But
fine.
it's good for speaking.
Fine.
It was good that you tried to bring a point, but you're wrong.
Fine.
You're wrong.
Fine.
100%.
Let me finish. And you can.
It's good.
Good manners.
Let me finish and you can respond. Yeah. Let me finish and you can respond, didn't it? You're saying that I accept.
But you
I
can't
accept
tell
you
him
can
what
wrong.
to say. He can say what he wants to say.
No, but we're having an organised
This is what
discussion.
I'm saying.
brother.
I'm not telling him what to say. I'm saying let me finish and he can respond. That's what I'm saying.
I believe you're wrong, 100%. I didn't try to turn Muslims against no.
Bro, I've heard you.
So go on.
Yeah. If you're not doing that, then you don't have to question what he's doing at all.
I can question anyone.
Of course he can.
I'm saying if.
Tell me who can stop me.
Hear what I'm saying? Take my whole statement. If you're not questioning, one, his virtues, and two, the
What's
worth.
his virtues? What's virtues to you?
Let me finish.
Explain the word virtues.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. What I'm saying.
Rastafari.
Selassie the first.
Alright.
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar.
Love is a sniper, you know.
My Muslim brother, what's wrong with you?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Why do you have to do that? Why?
No.
It's good.
Why do you have to do that, though?
That's his expression, isn't it?
Allahu Akbar, bro.
Yeah? Right. You think I'm wrong? Let's try this another way. Yeah? Let's try this another way. Alright? Let's try this another way. Let's try this another way. Yeah? You've asked Raven a question, alright, about the extent to which he is or is not exploiting. Yes? Doing it for himself or doing it for black people. Now, I've been there for a couple months now. Raven says the same thing in every video. I'm here to help black people. Anybody that's been around Raven in this park for 5 minutes, yeah, will know what his intentions are. Yeah? I know that. Now, most of you been there longer than me, you know that. Yeah? If a man says to you, I'm here to help black people, why do we need to question whether he's doing it for himself or black people at all? What's the point of that question?
I can deal with that.
Let him talk.
Go ahead, my brother.
So first of all, I just like to say, that if I've questioned I've questioned Raven many times on many
Can I
things.
mediate?
Many times on many things. And that's not me having some negrophobia of my black people or disliking my black people or having fear of my black people. I don't have fear of my black people. See, when you all man around me, think I'm feel intimidated. I feel love. I feel at home right
You
now.
should feel love.
Man
And I'm glad you
I'm
feel
not
love.
thinking man's gonna rush me.
And I'm glad you feel
I'm
love.
not one of the Nikki who's they're gonna rush me.
You should feel love.
I'm not feeling that.
Feel
That's
the
not
love.
me. But I'm saying
We don't bring that energy
But you see,
anyway.
what I'm saying
Exactly.
is, I'm saying
love here.
even everyone's got ballies. I'm not saying, well, what on? You right? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
Because you're
That's
from
how
the
I am.
hood, fam. You know what
so
Raleigh says,
what I'm
innit?
trying to say to you. What I'm trying to say.
Nobody ain't gonna do that, though.
I question. I always come here and I question Raven. Not because of questioning, because I want him to clarify things to me.
But you realise that question is not the problem. I'm questioning you about the actual question that you asked, innit? And I'm saying that if a man says, I'm doing this to help black people,
that's good.
why do we need to question that in the first place?
Let me
anyway?
answer that.
You can't mediate an answer, you know.
No. Because I'm saying it's been back and forth for a while. No. Wait, stop. I'm saying this. Because, one sec.
There's nothing wrong questioning.
Brother, one sec.
One time.
When somebody makes a claim for a certain agenda of our people, yeah?
Mr. Hardy.
We should find this so important
Yeah.
that they not only make the claim,
Yeah.
but they can demonstrate that they have our interests at heart.
Right.
So therefore, we should question.
We should.
You understand?
We should.
We shouldn't just say, "Oh, you
No
come
one
and
never
bring
said that.
Definitely.
No one
Brother,
ever
I'm
said
not
that.
saying
But he
listen.
stepped away
Wait,
from
let
us.
me finish.
Brother, he asked a question.
Let me finish.
Wait,
Because you
stop.
should question. No, you should question. I agree.
Stop. Brother,
Step away from him, bro. Step away from him.
One second.
You're trying to get him.
Seriously. Hear what I'm saying. Let me say it again. Because this, brother, wait, please, one. Stop your nose, you learn 2 pieces of language. Stop it. Brother, I can lick it. What I'm saying, brothers, is this. Because our upliftment and betterment is so important.
Yeah.
We should.
Wait, say you mean black people, right?
I'm saying black people.
Right.
Our betterment is so important and should be so important to us.
Yes.
That anyone who makes that claim
Yes.
should be and must be questioned. Must be interrogated with the correct questions so that we can see, you know what, fam?
Yeah.
we can actually trust you. Don't just come amongst us
I can see
and
that
call
point.
us somewhere else.
I can see that
And
point.
fool people because you got piece of brain.
I can
You understand?
see that point.
I'm not saying what he's saying.
I can see
I'm
that
not
point.
saying that's what he's
But I
or
can
not.
see. I
I'm
agree
just
with what you're
answering
saying.
your question.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
I agree with that.
Okay.
So hopefully-
So what we're saying is question.
Yeah.
But when man question, if he's doing something for the Muslim community,
Yeah.
I'm not going to superimpose that he's exploiting the Muslim community.
Right.
I'm going to ask questions, and if the answers to his questions
Right.
come to the
Right.
answer that he's exploiting,
Right.
I might make a statement like that.
Let me give an observation when you finish, but go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
Right?
Maybe the word
Hold on.
I want to come back on what you said.
It was wrong. And
What did he say? Did you make an allegation?
No,
What did he say?
hold on. Wait,
allegation like he
I'm saying,
says.
wait, first of all, I'm saying.
I'm not saying what he's saying.
I can
I'm
see
not
the point.
saying that's what he's
But I
or
can
not.
see. I
I'm
agree
just
with what you're
answering
saying.
your question.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
I agree with that.
Okay.
So that hopefully-
So what we're saying is question.
Yeah.
But when man question, if he's doing something for the Muslim community,
Yeah.
I'm not going to superimpose that he's exploiting the Muslim community.
Right.
I'm going to ask questions, and if the answers to his questions
Right.
come to the
Right.
answer that he's exploiting,
Right.
I might make a statement like that.
Let me give an observation when you finish, but go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
Right?
Maybe the word
Hold on.
I want to come back on what you said.
It was wrong.
What did he say? Did you make an allegation?
No,
What did he say?
hold on.
He makes
Wait, hold on a
allegation
second.
like he
I'm saying,
says.
wait, first of all, I'm saying the word
I don't think
exploitation.
you lot really understood.
No, we understood. And there's nothing that you said.
What do you understand?
Hold on. I'm not going to go to that. I'm not going to go to that. I'm not going to go to that.
So you don't understand.
No, man.
People your point.
I will not understand. We overstand. You know what
Go,
I'm
go,
saying?
go.
Rastafari. All right. So anyway, yeah, Rastafari. 10 down one. One of a Yeah. All right. What's it called? Being here for a couple months, yeah, as I said before, yeah, I've seen all kinds of formations of people. Certain times, Christians formulate, yeah, and they're doing their thing, yeah, and they have conversations among Christians and they're organizing among Christians and whatever. I've seen Christian groups come down.
I know where this is going.
Right?
You're gonna say the
Yeah,
black,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
black people should come and go.
No.
When the black people formulate, then there's always a problem. Go on, you're gonna say it. Go on, you're gonna say it.
That's what I'm gonna say, but let me say it.
You're predictable.
Yeah, but so are you, bro. But so are you.
What has he said?
And I'll give you respect to the East
Brother, one sec.
Yeah?
What
So
has
are
he
you, and
said?
I'll give you respect to the East Beat. Alright, cool.
No, forgive me.
Alright, I've seen it. Yeah? When you're talking about you're gonna do it for Muslims, you're not starting anything new. I've seen it since I've been here. Yeah, that Muslims organize, and when they do it, there is no problem. Nobody questions whether Muslims have a right to organize and do their thing.
I know where you're going.
Right? Fine. That's fine. Good. You're very intelligent. We like it. Right? Whenever, yeah, anybody even suggests,
black
yeah,
man?
anybody even suggests, yeah, that black people should come together and organize and do something for whatever. People begin to throw out words like racist, and
But he's
I
not.
said people. Yeah,
I heard this man give a woman mouth
I didn't
some time ago.
Man, your top, Reggie. Man, your top.
No. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I heard this man was putting a woman in her place
Bro.
over a blackness.
Bro.
And I know this man is black.
But I am not
I
saying.
know that.
But I am
That's
not
not the
saying.
issue.
I know that.
But I am not charging the brother of being guilty of this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
I'm making an observation.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Would you both say I'm pro-black?
Relatively.
I'm asking it. No.
Wait,
I'm
hold
just
on.
saying.
You're asking the question: is Isa the pro-black intellect black?
No.
Or pro-black?
From my perspective,
Yeah.
and what you know of me,
Yeah.
would you agree that I have got my foot on the accelerator with nitro in the engine, and I'm firmly on this pro-black?
I wouldn't question your pro-black.
Okay.
100%.
So I'm saying, imagine,
Yeah.
that even in my mind,
Yeah.
today while I'm driving here,
Yeah.
this conversation I wanted to have with you two.
Right.
Imagine that.
Right.
I'm not saying that you're insincere.
Who's
But
insincere? Sorry.
that you two are insincere.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, what exactly are you calling to?
What I'll be calling to?
In other words, is there something where there's a percentage of your hero self?
Hero self.
No, in the sense, you know, some people like.
Define it. I don't understand what you mean.
Okay, what I mean is this: if I invent something,
Yes.
I can call to that something, but then because it's something I invented, it's like I'm looking for the praise in this thing, and it's my personal agenda.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it could be intelligent,
Yeah.
but where I'm coming from is, I'm calling, let's say, to the supreme wisdom of the Quran. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that will definitely work. It's proven to work. And I'm saying it's in harmony with the laws of the universe, etc.
Yeah.
Do you get my point? So
Right.
I'm saying I wanted to actually question you too. So it's
No,
amazing.
but the point is, questioning
not-
man is not a problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure
doubting
Raven
your-
don't have a problem with being questioned.
Yeah. So
Right?
what has he said?
Hold
This is
on.
the bit I'm trying to
What's
get.
being questioned
Yeah.
is the question that was asked.
That's what
and
I
what
wanna
it,
know.
and
What
what
was
it
that question?
implies.
What was that
Yeah.
question?
So he was asked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you doing? You're exploiting black people. Are you doing this for yourself or for black people?
Right.
And I'm saying,
Okay.
yeah, that would you ask Raven the question?
Right.
Yeah. Does he want to help black people, or does he just want to help himself? Does he want to organise with Issa for the sake of the glorification of Raven or for the glorification of Black
A
people?
year ago, I
What
asked
if
you
I
that.
said, you see how honest I am?
A year
Look at this.
ago?
As much as I love both of you,
Yeah.
imagine that was the question I wanted to ask.
Fine.
Do you get me? And I'm not trying to belittle him.
Now the
about
question
a year
then becomes,
ago.
but the question then becomes,
No,
why?
listen,
Why
I'm
would
gonna
you?
tell
Why
you
would
what,
you?
I'm
Why
gonna
would
tell
one
you
superimpose?
what. Let me just answer this. Sorry.
Hold on.
Let me say one
60 seconds.
The reason why I question that is because when I see him every week, man's taking new man's numbers.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Man around there taking gal in that number every day.
No,
No one question. I don't understand.
Let me just finish.
Brother, I'm
Oh,
saying
go
to you,
on.
I didn't say anything was wrong with that. Listen to me. You're not listening to me.
When you play back the video, you're gonna know. But go on. Go on.
I don't care
Let me
about
just
videos.
finish, let me just finish now.
I only want to watch it, brother. I don't care. It's not
Go on.
until my life revolves around. What I'm saying to you is, look, what I'm saying to you is, I asked him that because I see him taking the youth's number. I asked him a question before I even got to this. I said to him, "Well, what skills does he have?" He said, "Well, you can do things." So I said, "Well, so are you going to get him to do some projects with you?" He said, "Yeah, man's going to get him to do some stuff with you."
Let me ask
Did you say he's going to work with you?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you. Wait. Before you go further, bro. Let
I've
me ask you a
spent the
question.
least here today,
Let
but
me-
I
right, exactly.
have the most information.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Because it's about me that
Let me
the
ask you a
question is
question.
made.
Let me ask you a
And this
question.
is how it is week to week.
Let me ask you a question.
I just said,
In this
bro,
interaction, you
bro,
are incorrect.
No,
Bro, what's his name? What's his name?
Let me
What's
say
his name?
this, Adnan. What I'm saying to you, you know what? That's what I said to you over there, yeah. When everyone was backing me, I said to you, Rob, see a boss, yeah. A boss, yeah. He doesn't have. I don't need anyone to. I don't need to back myself. I have all my soldiers around me that will do that. And that's the same thing I was saying with you. In the position that you are
That's
now.
all good,
No,
man.
I'm
But
saying if this man
until
will
you
just
have
jump, this man,
evidence,
this man,
it's just opinion.
this man will jump out of
Let me
nowhere and
finish
back
what I was
you.
saying.
This man will jump out of nowhere and back
Please.
you. That man will jump out of nowhere and
Let me
back
ask you a
you.
question.
You just sit back
Bro,
and kick.
let me
That's
ask
the
you a
boss.
question.
No, because every time I
That's
talk, this
only
happens,
distinguish
yeah? This is what happens, right? People will not. They
between
have their
his
opinion.
angle and my
Yeah?
angle.
Yeah.
I just want to find out one thing.
And you play the
Now
cool
remember,
Let me-
from what you said today,
But you
I
lost
thanked
the
you.
ball
I don't know what this fascination with Raven losing his cool is
Exactly.
amazing, right? People write books on
You're
that.
going to understand it.
But
This-
get passionate
Bro,
about
let me
it,
talk.
right?
And let me
Remember
Wait.
Let
Let me ask you a question.
Raven, you were like this,
Let me ask you a
Like I
question.
said,
The earlier Raven was like, what? No, brother, listen to
Let
me.
me ask you a question. Hold on, wait.
Now you're like
Get
this.
into the
Let me ask a question. Question. Exactly.
You was passionate the other day with Mo
Everyone gets
Bean, man.
passionate, bro.
You ain't passionate.
I'm passionate every day, bro.
Right?
I'm
Let me
passionate
ask a
every day.
question. Let me ask a
You're
question.
in my yard right now, I'm
Let me
passionate.
ask a question.
Anywhere I am.
Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question. Yeah. Based upon what was presented to you, yeah. Why was that your question rather than how can we collaborate? Or how can my agenda?
I'm going to answer that, bro.
No, but you can't.
I
Because you had the
can't.
conversation.
I spoke to Raven
Brother.
before.
Oh, my
Have
head.
we talked
I-
numbers? No, I'm saying, have me and Raven spoken before?
Yeah.
Have we exchanged numbers?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say to you is what you're saying now, you're not speaking of knowledge. So don't worry about what that's happening.
I'm asking the question.
I just
Like you just said,
I'd
I'm
ask
asking you a
him-
question.
I'd ask him a genuine question.
Ras, listen,
Yeah, you have to ask my question.
listen, no, listen,
done to
listen.
him, I've
Wait,
done it to him.
stop,
So what's
stop.
wrong with it?
Wait,
You've
stop,
done
brother,
to him,
wait,
I've done the same to him.
So what's wrong with
It's
it?
just a
Listen,
question.
I want you to pay attention.
That's not the question.
You see the angle?
Go
You
on.
see
You
the
said
angle?
something else.
Wait,
Let Issa-
Wait, you see the angle, you see the angle.
One word did it sound
Wait,
like
one sec.
That's how you lost the
With Rap Raven, yeah?
Yeah.
Look at you now, look at you now. Bro, he wasn't like this earlier, bro. It was mad, fam. I need a camera for you, bro. He was moving mad, like what? Moving like, and I was like, what are you wrong with him? Why are you moving like that? Tell the truth, was he moving like
Okay,
that?
hold on. It's like this,
I've
right?
seen
Alarms
Ray
witnesses
move like that on
moving,
camera.
Listen, yeah?
Alarms and witnesses moving
You
like
can have everyone.
Now
else
you're
do
standing
this,
like, now you're like this, now you're like this, now you're like
Is
this.
that this, right? I told you.
Holding
I
me in
told you I'm a
exchange,
trained performer, right? And I said, listen. I said, when people come
So
around,
how can you-
let me
how
learn.
can you like have-
Do you know
This is why you're
that?
being
It's like
dishonest.
this, yeah?
This is why you're being dishonest,
It's
'cause
like this,
I
yeah?
heard- I did
See
hear
how I'm
this.
now?
Finish, go on.
See how I'm now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when you came,
I
right?
did hear this.
Yeah,
This is why you're being dishonest.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, right?
I did hear this.
I said I'm a trained performer. So if we're around there and I says women there, people who want to get knowledge there, I'm gonna go, "Yo, excuse me. I'm going, this is the information. I'm gonna give it.
He
This
fully
gentleman said
explained
this.
this.
I
This is why
can
you're
go
being
to that, right?
dishonest.
But I can just go, hi guys, how you doing?
My
You good?"
ancestors are my witnesses. This is why you're being dishonest.
Yeah, you're being dishonest. Right? But you have been since I met you.
I'm
today.
saying to you, what?
You've been practicing
Do you
deception
know actor
since I met
means? You know actor means in Spanish?
So then?
It means hypocrite.
Okay.
That's not fair, that's
See,
not
this is what
fair.
I'm saying. Exploitation.
Listen, hold on, wait, stop.
I said B, you have
Yeah.
a speaking difference.
Brother, let me, I'm
Yeah,
trying,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give you the whole angle
But Issa,
and framework. I'm trying to give you the whole...
Bear in mind what he just said.
brother,
And don't
no,
start the conversation.
Actors,
You need the
No,
framework.
it's cool.
Listen,
Go ahead. Let Issa go, because he wants to get a point. He
What's
wants to
the
get a
value
point.
in this conversation?
Yeah,
I'm saying, listen,
When you don't, when it's not
giving
going
you-
your way, that's what you always say.
I'm giving it.
You
Wait,
can't
sorry.
handle conversations,
Let me just get to
brother.
the
How you
core.
gonna do it? You can't
Get to the
That's what I'm
core.
saying.
Right,
We're
I'm
getting
saying
to
to
the
you, it's as simple as this. What is presented so far
Yeah.
is as though Rap Raven, the real Rap Raven, has created an online image, a virtual Rap Raven.
Yes,
Do
perspective.
you understand?
and all
Do you
these
see what I'm
guys and
saying?
followers.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can answer for him in a certain degree,
Yeah.
right? it's as though there's Rat Raven that you created that you want people to interact with.
Yeah.
We're saying, who's the real Rat Raven?
Thank you very much.
Do you understand what I'm saying? No.
Why is the
I'm not-
real Rat Raven
Right, you said why? Well, hold on. Why?
A year ago.
Stop.
Go ahead.
What was your question?
Why is the real Rat Raven in question?
Right, no. It's not in question. As in, we would like to know to get closer and have this link.
No, but hold on. Bear in mind the premise of your question, yeah? You have said it's as though that a virtual Rat Raven has been created.
Yes.
What is the basis for that assertion?
I'm saying to you, and I'm getting to the core.
we've known him long
Brother,
enough.
wait, I'm getting to the core. I'm just getting there. I'm getting
I
there.
want to know how.
Now, when it comes to,
Can I say, yeah, I've known Raven since college, yeah, and he ain't never been different.
I'm
fam.
just getting there.
He's not been different, fam.
I'm
The
getting
same
there.
guy you see is the same guy you saw for the
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Life changes,
I'm
bro.
getting there.
We never know
He's
you as
changed.
people.
He's not the same guy from
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Is that what I'm saying? Is that what I'm saying? I can't do it.
Listen. Wait,
Ideas over individuals.
Exactly.
I have an idea.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Exactly.
Here's the idea. The idea is black people dedicate time whenever it's constructively possible to help black people
This is how you were
because
before, yeah?
black people need it, right? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, so it's like this, right? That is the idea.
Yeah.
Whether I am good or bad is irrelevant. It
No,
just
it's
so
not.
happens. Hold on.
No,
It
it's not.
Hold
That's
on.
not. Go.
It just so happens that I practice what I preach. If you have evidence against it, display it.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
No, wait, stop now.
So you want me
So
to
I'm
do
saying,
that?
no, wait, stop. Remember what I said at the beginning? Hold on. What did I say at the beginning? That black betterment, black upliftment is so important that we can't take no more chances.
I agree.
For infiltrators, right? And I'm not saying I
So why are you not in
Let
question
me
then?
finish, brother. I'm going to tell you why.
Because he's the boss right now. He's the leader.
No,
I'm the boss.
He's the leader.
How can I be the boss?
Of his group, he
Because
is.
you take everyone's number and you add them to groups. You're the leader of your team. You
That's
said
not fair.
it.
No,
So
no,
you
no.
said you're leading from the front. You're changing it now.
He's leading his team.
Yeah, that's a
He's
different thing, bro.
no,
I'm
that's
not leading
separate.
black people, bro.
That's what I'm trying to get it
I'm
quick.
with you. I'm not with black people.
I'm trying to get this thing done quick, you know.
Don't do that.
That's what I'm saying. These are personal jams. I'm saying
People can see how you're behaving.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
People see the camera. It's recording how you're behaving. No, it's important because it's capturing your behavioral patterns.
I push the camera
And
to
they,
one side.
what I'm saying is, then you're
You're
hiding.
doing it for the
You're
camera.
hiding from truth.
You're doing everything for perspective.
There is no evidence to back any claim you've made. Now, have a
Right, now let me say this just in case there's a misunderstanding. I have no doubt that you two are for the betterment of black people. However, your idea of what will ultimately give it is what I may question.
Yeah,
before.
okay,
No.
no problem with that.
I want to establish that and put that as my claim
But
before.
hold on.
Brother, listen. No, I'm not. Brother, I'm just telling you so that there's
Do you
no
want me to answer that? Do you
misunderstanding.
want me to answer that? Yeah?
No,
because
brother.
it gets tricky here because when it's black people come from so many dimensions, right?
Right.
The challenge I face is I'm going to go to the black community. There's going to be a Muslim, a homosexual.
tell you
Let
why.
me speak.
Go ahead,
There's
go
going to be a Rasta. There's going to be an atheist, and they've all got their ideas. But they know how much they hate each other's ideas.
right.
I'm trying to unite them, and that's the challenge. So I have to come with simple concepts, innit? The simple concept is black people being dedicated to helping black people whenever it's constructively possible because black people need it.
You're
Boom.
right. But you're
Stop. Hold on.
First of all,
I'm getting to the corner. Let me just say it because it's gonna get lost. You see religion? Let me get to the core.
I'll see you in a second.
You see religion? Right, here's the core.
Back door. All you do is try and get the back door.
Stay on the core. Stay on
I'll
the
see you in a
core.
second.
Here's the core. Here's the core.
jump on that topic.
Religion. Okay?
Go ahead.
We would feel that if we understood his religious or atheistic or whatever concepts, that would allow us to understand him. No, I'm just saying, whether you have them, whether you don't. Brother,
You're
listen what I'm
giving the
saying to you.
argument too much credibility.
Yeah,
With all due
you
respect,
are,
right?
you are.
With all due
You really
respect.
are.
Yeah, because I'm saying, right?
Well, we need to have that
No,
again
what-
then.
but
Let's have that.
what you're putting forward, is a debate around ideology or strategy or tactics. That's fine. Yeah? Hold on. What was put to the brother was a question of his character.
Yes.
Yeah? Right. Hold on a second. Right. Hold on.
I'm going to deal with that as well.
Wait, one second. Which, right?
Which is character.
Which is
character.
There's charlatans in the black community.
Exactly. Which is character. It's not a problem. It's character.
Come to the black community, and I've told him already.
Right,
And
so
when I
it's
was younger,
character.
they done that to me.
The fact of the matter
It's
is,
character.
the fact of the matter is,
It is character.
the fact of the matter is,
Trust the man.
yeah.
No one says that. You've imposed this. And that's the thing. People
The fact is, Isa, the fact is, we have reason to believe, that if his intentions were not black people, yeah, that question would not have even been asked. Yeah, the idea of helping black people, not the individuals now.
Right.
Yeah, people find all kind of things to put it on, but the idea of doing things for black people, beyond that, organizing among black people is consistently questioned and attacked. Yeah. And vilified in this space consistently. Right. So we can make an issue to the Raven in particular. You know?
No, wait, stop.
Yeah? But
you tell me now, between me and you, what is his angle towards him? What is he saying is the problem?
Did we wait for this?
All right, let me tell you.
Yeah.
He's basically saying that until he can examine, if I've got Islam and I know this is the solution to all of the problems, and you've heard about Islam, and you subvert that, and you're calling Muslims to your thing. You understand?
Yeah.
Now you're calling them to something else where maybe not on the face of it contradicts, but somewhere along the line they're going to interact with non-Muslims, or even what you're saying will cause them to doubt and leave.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
Doubt and leave what? Doubt and leave what?
Huh?
Doubt and leave what?
What they call Islam.
No,
Brother, listen,
I don't care. I see always.
Oh my
Listen.
If this was me, if this was me, if people that know me, we've interacted, you people know that I come with a spiritual idea, an ideal, and within that, I have a perspective on Abrahamic religion.
Yes.
Right? And I express that.
Inshallah, we're going to
right?
discuss that.
Fine. But what I'm saying is, if a man said that about me, it would make sense because of what I come with. My man don't present none of that from.
Brother, he does. Let me tell you how.
A while ago, you said that you weren't casting the version of the brother, and you've done it consistently.
Brother,
and
he has. There's no doubt. You don't even need to say it.
It's the point I'm trying to make.
You don't need to make it, brother. It's clear.
When black people try to help black people,
so what I'm
the
saying
first
is,
to come after them will be black people.
So what I'm saying is,
What I'm saying is,
hold on. So what I'm saying is, don't mix up. What I'm saying is, don't mix up what you're saying with what he's.
Show me the one man I've had him do something for me. Show me the one man or woman I've had to do something for me. Go. Let's put it on screen. You show me.
No, it is.
I don't always agree with Raven. But I have never questioned sincerity.
And it's because of that. We have to have one time.
What I'm saying is, Isa,
You told me this, so you're lying.
I've said this, right?
I'm saying.
Wait. We have
The disrespect can't run, bro.
It's not disrespect, right? What I'm saying to us, I'm pushing ideas of individuals, right? It's like this, right?
It's an easy way to get out.
No, it's ideas of individuals, right? I'm saying, meaning that I'm coming from an idea. And the idea is black people should be dedicated to helping black people whenever it's constructively possible, because black people
And this
need
is
help.
your research.
Yeah, of
Your
course.
findings. No, I want you to present it.
Of course.
You found this by spending your time considering black people and your research. I'm pointing out that you've invested time.
Of course.
So it must be respected.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I agree with all your conclusions.
I know you don't.
You understand?
But that's what I'm saying, Isa.
No, brother, listen. I want you to, because I'm saying, when you lot are discussing with him, you're going to go around in circles. We need to put the thing right where it is. And what I'm saying is, where you said, where you come with your perspective of Abrahamic religions, as you call it, he doesn't do it in the most overt way like you do. But by him saying, I've identified these things, as soon as you say
What things?
these three things, homosexuality or gender, religion, and what's the other one?
Miscegenation.
Right, so religion, me and him would see it as the whole thing and the solution.
Yeah.
So as soon as you put that door, we're like, do you understand?
Let me explain.
Hold on, you
All right,
get my point.
because I'm the one on the thing. It's like this, right? Every time black people come together, I've noticed, right, that certain topics keep coming up. These topics I would love to go days talk about. I love them. Me personally, right? I know. Yeah. I would love to, but the thing is, I realize that black people collectively are not handling it well. So I said, you know what? And until we can actually have a committee to do with that, let us leave religion, miscegenation, and homosexuality at the door. But we do want to tackle those issues, right? But right now, if I said, let's talk about homosexuality, but everyone's talking about it. Bro, let's talk about marrying white people.
For example, let me say something. I've got a spiritual perspective. I've even got a position on miscegenation, Like, I say black woman alone, strictly. Nothing else now go on. That's my thing. And for me, this is essential. Yeah?
Okay, you kicking, bro.
Right?
You kick, bro. You kicking.
Man gone.
You gone.
What was
He's
it?
separated
You
from
gone.
us.
Listen. You gone.
He's separated from us. He's separated from us. He's separated from us. No, don't try it. Don't say it. Don't try 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 it, bro. No. Because I'm not going there. You know I'm not going there. You know I'm not going there. Don't try it. Don't try it, bro. Don't try it.
So far, you must have evidence.
The dishonesty is deep.
Conclude. Make claims of evidence. Yeah, conclusion. Make claims of evidence.
The dishonesty is deep, bro.
Your speech.
The dishonesty is deep.
I'm a man.
Prove him to be a hypocrite. Prove him to be a hypocrite. Prove it. Prove it to blow.
If you say something to me today and you say, look, I've taken people's numbers and I've done projects with them, and now you're saying to me, tell me what people have taken their numbers and projects with them.
But that's not what you asked, man. You never asked man that.
Walk away, brother.
A man never asked. Hold on,
Walk away with this information.
A man never asked.
Use evidence.
No, I'm saying,
Brother,
no,
use evidence.
Bro, either you're in the conversation or you're not in the conversation.
There's no value to this conversation. You behave this way.
Either you're in it or you're not in it. A man could have come and asked, yeah.
You're the one who...
A man, no, but Isa, ever saying. A man could have come and asked.
These guys was here. No, I'm not. These guys were here.
To substantiate his point. I'm not in it.
I've come to
You're going to come and talk
clarify.
and walk away. Because if you
when I
walk away, we understand why.
No.
Yeah, you're free
Isa,
to move.
let me
Man
say
said
something.
you made a claim
Let me
and
say
you walked away.
something, yeah. To me,
No, we're not going to talk
you know
about
what I'm saying?
that.
No. You see, yeah, but you ain't have a point. But you have a point. But you ain't have a point. But you have not heard my point. But you have not heard my point. Yeah. So I would. So as a brother, I say to you, yeah, before you judge my point, hear it first.
Yeah.
And if you want to duck, you can duck. But hear the point
Here's the
first.
claim.
Go on, jump. Make a claim.
Right?
Go on.
For me personally, I have a position that says black woman and black man should be together as a part of helping black people.
Right.
Yeah? But in the conversations that Raven is trying to facilitate certain time, he's saying, let's not make that a sticking point so that we can have certain other conversations. Now, my position is my position, but I can appreciate what he's saying enough to have a conversation.
I agree.
So, hold on, I've got a spiritual perspective, and a perspective of religions. Yeah, hold on, right? And a strong one.
And you can hold that back.
Right? But for the sake of a certain conversation, man can say, let me put my personal perspective aside for the sake of having this conversation. Any man can do that, fam. Any man can do that.
Okay, no problem.
Get me?
No problem. But you see, as a Muslim, you see someone who believes, who says they're spiritual and they have a deeper innate belief, yeah, that makes them pray 5 times a day, that makes them grow their beards, that makes them shave they go to get circumcised, that makes them raise their children and cut their children's hair when they're born, that makes them eat with their right hand, that makes them put food in their mouth, that makes them feed their wife. All of these aspects of a lifestyle. You're telling a man now, just for the sake of coming together on something, put that to one side. A man's whole lifestyle.
But that's not what he says. He has never said that. He has never asked you to put Islam aside to have a conversation. No, be honest. Raven has never asked any Muslim to put Islam aside to have a conversation. I can't take the lies, you know. I can't take the lies. I can't back it, fam. He has never asked you to do that. Listen, I have.
Have you let me finish?
Hold on. What makes your religion more important than mine?
No, brother, let me finish.
Let's see.
I can't take the lies.
Let's see.
Let's take the legs.
Wait,
I know
let's get this done
it's
fast.
to sound Jamaican and all that, but what I'm trying to say to you,
Try to sound I have not insulted you, you know. I have not insulted you, you know. So don't disrespect man.
No, but it's not.
You know what
I
I'm
have
saying?
Hold on.
Don't disrespect man.
Let me just say
Be respectful though, bro. Because I haven't disrespected you.
You tried to disrespect me because I'm talking and you interrupt.
I'm asking you to be respectful. I've spoken to you respectful. I have spoken to you respectful. I'm asking you to be.
I find that disrespectful.
I'm asking you to be respectful. I'm not interrupting you. I'm asking you to be respectful.
Okay, no problem. But don't interrupt me.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm saying to you now, if that person has all of them aspects and that's his life, yeah, he's saying now, I'm saying, this is what you said, correct me if I'm right, put the religion just one side. Is that what you said?
Okay, so yeah, you're taking it wrong, bro. Right?
I'm saying that. Put the religion to one side.
I'm saying that because these topics cause.
Are you saying putting it to one side?
No, it doesn't work that way.
So what do you mean?
It's like this, yeah. Wait. It's like
So
this.
gay, you said man from gay.
If I tell you,
everyone get together.
you don't need Islam to walk down the street.
No,
yeah?
I'm saying to you, you said gay.
But you're still a Muslim.
No do delivery, no build a house.
Let me ask a
I'm
question.
saying all of these things.
Let me ask a question.
I could be an electrician.
What makes your dedication to Islam stronger than my
No,
dedication to what I believe
no,
in?
you're not getting to it. You're not getting to it. This is what I'm saying. You lot don't know, bro. Listen, what did you say to me on WhatsApp? You said the most conversation we had is a certain thing, yes?
In the WhatsApp group.
In the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Now, are we having that problem here today? Yes or no? Is that a problem here today now? Yes or no? Right. No. What I'm saying to you is, therefore I suggest we have Raven and yourself facilitate a religious conversation. No, listen what I'm saying.
I don't have a problem with that.
No, I'm saying we put it on the map.
Okay.
Because I'm saying how it's looking.
You've also heard me say,
brother,
I don't have no problem with religious conversation.
Brother, listen to what I'm saying, please. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, brother. Yeah? Remember, I'm speaking because I remember what it's like to be in this situation.
Yeah, go on.
Right? And I'm saying to you, there is this vision that you can't be pro-black, productive, etc., and beyond this, there is this thing, and I ain't going to go into it.
No, hold on.
Yeah?
Here's what it is, right? You're right. But he's asked a question, and he's the main star of the show today.
I'm not the star, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Question that, investigate. But I just want to make my position clear because I'm going to go.
Okay, you're the normal person.
Turn the camera off.
No. It's not fair.
We go into the dark, man.
We must value intellectual.
So he didn't mean that. He didn't mean it that way. All he meant was, you're the focus. What your perspective?
It's like this.
Your perspective.
I wasn't talking to you, jumped in, and now we're concluding. That's what it is, right? It's like this. Yes, there's a good. Listen, I'm saying that black people, we can come together and build a house, and we don't have to argue over whose religion is real.
Alright, so when it's time for prayer, what's going to happen then? I mean, this man wants to beat
go
the
and
bum,
pray.
and he's talking about, right, this man looks good, his bum looks good. What are we doing that? We're building a yard.
Go and pray.
What are you talking about?
Wait.
That's what I'm trying to say, fam. There are always going to be differences. If man's got
bro,
differences, there are going to be differences.
but you can work.
Do you work?
Do you work? This is the difference.
Wait, do you work?
No, I'm mad, fam.
When you work, could a man not say the same thing when you work in a building?
Exactly. Have you got a job?
Yeah, have you not got a job? It could be a man who said the same thing about people's bums. Why is it that you want to separate yourself from black people?
We come here, there's people.
Yeah, people talk about, but people are here. So why is it that you can go in a normal?
What man was saying is obvious.
What you're trying to say, what you're trying to say is it doesn't take for man's colour to build something. But what I'm trying to say to you is if you're building something, but I have certain morals and certain ethics that I do not agree with.
Then you shouldn't do it. So you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it.
Yes, thank you
very
much.
There's the answer.
Thank you very much.
Brother, it's not that complicated.
So what I'm trying to
say.
Okay, no problem. What I'm trying to say to you is you're saying it doesn't take religion or
homosexuality who they pick for their wife.
So if man sleeps with dogs and cats, it doesn't matter about that. We should all go and build a house.
That's not what he's saying.
This is silly, bro.
That's not what he's saying.
This is silly.
Brother, let me
Let's be sensible with it.
Brother,
This is sensible. That's true.
Let me just say this. No, that's not what he's saying.
Tell me I'm saying
what he's saying.
What he's saying.
What he's saying.
Bro, some people you can't speak with.
Let me talk. Brother Raven is saying this. We're at a certain situation in our history to the future. Okay? Right at this moment, as we're living, we have these issues and problems. Are we going to make these particular obstacles here that we can put aside for a little time and build something bigger and then deal with those issues? You understand? Because for instance, once we've built the thing, for instance, let's say we're all trying to get the land of Africa back, right? Once we get
is that what we're trying to do though?
Brother, stop the noise. Let's say we're trying to do that independently, Wakanda, right? We're trying to Wakanda up the place.
Africa,
right?
Africa.
Whatever. I'm saying make it the technological advancement is what my point. So I'm saying let's say that's the agenda.
Yeah.
Once we get there, you can say you want to be that religion, you go over there and be you want to do that, you go.
Right.
But right now we ain't got no doubt, we ain't got no control over it. So I'm saying based upon that, how are we going to deal with it? And that's my point where, with his perspective, I suggest he doesn't have that mapped out. If somebody's looking to the hereafter, I've got to do A, B, C, D, up to the Z, and this is how I'm getting to heaven.
Yeah.
Not here.
But bro,
do you understand?
He's entitled to have that opinion, you know. What he's not entitled to do is impose
allegations.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's not entitled to do. And I'm saying, what Raven,
not entitled.
I said, what you're not entitled to do.
You're not entitled.
You can do what you want. You're not entitled to do it. And you should not expect to be able to come here, and do that and not be challenged about it. Yeah. And if you bring it, and if you bring it, yeah, because listen, I don't always agree with Raven, you know. Yeah. But there's no way I'm gonna have another. The same way, yeah, that I'm defending him right now, yeah, is somebody. If I knew something about you, you know, and somebody falsely accused you, I would defend you, bro. Yeah. And I don't think that anybody should be able to come here and I said, if I knew something, because I see you as my brother.
Justice.
I don't have to know you deeply, you know. But if I know something about you and I see somebody falsely accusing you, I would defend you. Because my spirituality, yeah, commands that of me. Yeah, so I'm not gonna have you, Roland, to come in here, yeah, to cast aspersions on the brother and make what he's trying to say and do confused up into all kind of foolishness. It's not gonna happen around here.
What did I do?
It's not, bro.
Anyway,
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, bro.
Let me explain.
Let me have the ganja.
Raven. I'll ask this question to you, yeah? Did I say to you,
I was looking at the ganja, you know.
this is 100% what you're
ganja,
doing,
I was good for the
and you're an
ganja.
evil
Oh,
person,
no, bro, you're good.
and this is what you are. Did I say it to you?
No, the language you used.
Right, let's take the language out. Did I say it to you?
No, but
Did I imply it to you? Did I intimidate you? Did I come over in that way? Did I shout at you?
No, bro.
Did I have a knife conversation?
Bro, in this conversation, you said he's an exploiter, you call man a hypocrite, yeah, and all kind of different things. It's not gonna happen.
No, but bro,
You're not gonna do that, bro.
Exploitation.
You're not gonna do that, bro.
Shakira just spoke about his spirituality. It's the same spirituality. If you say, I respect you're backing Muslims, I ain't backing Muslims. If I see someone come to a Muslim and you're doing your thing and someone says to you, you're exploiting the Muslim community, I'm gonna say, why are you saying that? Especially if it's a, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, why are you superimposing that what the brother's doing is negative? Okay. You
Let me
understand?
give an Islamic example. Watch this. Sorry. Imagine one sec. I'm
Yeah,
just
the
gonna
brothers
say.
will say
No,
something.
one
Yeah,
sec.
go on,
I'm gonna
go on.
done this whole thing. Watch this. Imagine under the rulership of Islam. So if he's the caliph, the Quran says that he has to let Jews and Christians have their place and worship. Okay. So I'm saying, when you're saying to put these things aside and don't debate about them when we're talking about this subject, even within Islam, it's saying that you have to allow and facilitate those who don't believe in what you believe. Okay. So I'm saying, brother, you don't get it, do you?
That's two different things, though, you know.
No, it's not.
It is. You know why? Let me say why. You said that the Muslim, right, has to give what, Jews and
saying
Christians
he's not
their
allowed to
space.
stop him
Yeah,
worshipping.
fine.
So when
hear what I'm saying. Now I know this.
Right.
Yeah. I'm an African spiritualist.
Yeah.
And I generally speaking know we had this conversation. Right. Yes, that's what I am.
No, don't.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
And we can talk about it afterwards. But that conversation right about now. But I'm saying I know.
My examples are coming up now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I know. Yeah. For example, yeah, that in the dominant view of what my thing is idolatry and paganism and ancestor worship and them kind of things there. But yet man can still come to the table and have a conversation with my Muslim brother, even if I know what he thinks about what I deal with
So what if I was going to
spiritually.
say voodoo then?
If I said voodoo, man are going to run from the park, fam.
No, I said, what
Get
if I
me?
said voodoo was part of that? I'm saying for him.
No, you might
Brother,
say that.
stop.
Fine.
Listen,
But
listen.
you know
Brother, listen
the
to what I
dominant
said.
view of the thing, fam.
Brother,
What?
that's what I've been telling you. Stop.
Right,
Listen, you're not getting what I'm saying.
No.
I'm saying
I'm not putting certain things
within the
on
framework.
I don't know
But,
about you.
look, brother,
You
listen.
put morals in
Within the
We can
framework.
talk about how it practices.
That's your morals and ethics.
Brother,
You can put your
within
morals
the
and
Islamic
ethics.
land itself.
Yeah.
I can have an
Somebody can
intelligent
call on
conversation,
Jesus.
No, I'm
and
saying-
we can step by
Then
step
how
break
is
down
that
what you're
valid?
saying.
He's
You
got
hear what I'm
this
saying?
issue.
We can have an intelligent conversation, and we can
You
break down.
understand?
Because you might
I get the point.
You get my point.
I get the point.
So it's about, that's what it might be.
And I'm saying,
I get
You
the
don't
point.
have to speak. Look, can we let this person, he has been on time. So we can tackle that in a second.
From the Caribbean. Basically, I listen to some of the videos.
Yes.
And I'm very passionate as well regarding issues that affect black people.
Yeah.
Right? But what I notice through the conversations, and when I look at different groups and their successes, for example, you have the Jews today,
Yes.
they united around the Torah, even if they have different colors and so on and so forth. What I've noticed for us as a people, there isn't a united book or any kind
Yeah,
of...
this is the challenge. The thing is, black people are conquered people.
Yes.
So because we're so conquered, many of us have jumped to many different books. The problem is, if I say we can go on the African spiritualism, the Muslims will be angry Jews. If I say the Torah, the Christians, right? So I'm saying, let's come under a concept of black Betterment Bill, meaning black people dedicated to helping black people because black people need it. Yeah? And you can be influenced by the Quran to make you righteous. And no point am I saying when you help black people, you should engage in sexual practice with animals, eat pigs and these kind of things, right?
If a man's eating pig around me, I don't want to be around him. What?
But you shouldn't be eating pigs though, you shouldn't be eating pigs. But it's like this, well, most of the people are hungry are vegans. But what I'm saying is, however you want to live, how you live. What I'm saying is, if you can live in England, work in a building, and then be around a homosexual, a man who eats pork, and a woman who's fornicating, then you can come with black people.
I still ban them out.
And you should ban them. But I'm saying you can still get your job done, get your paycheck at the end of the day. I'm saying you can still build with black
That's
people.
simple.
Yeah, and do the thing.
I have never felt that I have to put my spirituality aside to have a conversation with Raven or to be in a conversation that he's trying to facilitate. And I carry, know this, right? Know this. But what are you talking about, fam? Know this, yeah? You don't carry your spirituality any stronger than me. Yeah? No way, shape or form. No, but it's not. But you made it personal because you're talking about you don't put aside your thing. And I'm saying as though a brother is asking you to put aside your thing. Nobody ever asked you to put aside your thing. No. And I'm saying that as somebody who carries my thing, I know that the brother has never asked you to put aside my thing.
But I'm saying,
never.
if he's saying build a building with a
so let's be honest. Let's not be
this.
dishonest, innit? Let's be honest.
So I'm asking you a question now, yeah? He's saying, right, let's build a building and there's 5 batty man there. Would you build a building with him?
Fam, like he was saying, yeah?
No.
Hold on. Like he was saying, if I'm an architect, right?
No, I'm asking you a question.
Fam, first of all,
Because you say you're a Rasta, brother, and that's a big thing, fam. I'm from that kind of background, so man told me right now, it's a one fire bun, that's it.
When you finish that answer,
so go on, if you're going to try and do this,
when you finish that answer,
so I'm saying to you, yes or no?
When you finish that answer,
yes or no?
Man, I'll answer how I want to answer. When you finish that answer,
yes or no?
As I was saying, yeah, if man's an architect, yeah.
Bruv, I see also going around the circle.
See what I'm saying?
Bro, cool. You gonna wait for
Let the brother leave it. Let the brother leave it. That's how you want to hear or you don't want to hear.
Get to the core.
If you don't want to hear, you can go. It's
to the
simple.
core.
Right.
Man's going to get to the core.
Man's going to get to the core. Man's going to get to the core. Yeah? If I'm an architect and I'm on a job, yeah?
That's not for you. I don't care if you're an architect. I'm asking if there's 20 men there and they're all Bacti boys,
you
and
asked
he's saying,
question
go on the job with them, would you do it? Yes or no?
You specifically asked a question.
So can you do it? Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm asking you a question. Yes or no?
You asked a question about building a building.
And you say
you specifically asked a question.
Watching this.
You specifically asked a question about building a building.
Smart.
Did he ask about building a building?
The thing is, brother, we might have to speak
nowhere.
Bro, the thing is, look, it's like this, right? You don't have to do what you don't want to do.
Exactly.
If 7 black people come together and they say we're going to build a school, and you go, you know what? I can't stand next to this man because he eats pork. But that's you, innit? You're the one guy who can't do it.
You're not understanding. No, you lot are not understanding.
No, we don't.
Listen carefully. In our deen, yes, if you see an evil, change it with your hand. No, brother, wait. Listen up. I'm trying to tell you lot something.
I don't care about anything.
If you see an evil, change it with your hand. If you cannot change it with your mouth, if you cannot feel it in your heart. So his robot program is telling him, well, I see him practicing that evil. I have to change it. You understand?
Yeah, that's fine.
Brother, you lot are not getting what I'm saying, telling you all the time. I'm saying the program that they're following is that why? You're not calling to what I call this.
Bro, it's not that man don't get it, you know. What I'm saying is my perspective, would tell me, that when you're coming with certain perspectives, it directly challenges your ability or your capability in terms of your own psychology, to be able to do certain things on behalf of your own people. Because something is telling you that that is haram, or it's shirk, or you know what I'm saying, right?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Go.
Man understands that, innit?
Yeah.
There's 2 different things going on here. Your belief is your belief. Yeah?
From your view.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. No, you're fine. What you don't have the right to do, is cast aspersions.
Says who?
Right?
That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You're not
fine. A man can come and do it, you know. And if he comes and does it, he's gonna get challenged.
Brother, listen.
That's what I'm saying.
Brother,
and I don't have to agree with Raven's everything, Listen, I can run batty, man, right? I can do that, you know, and understand what Raven's saying. Even if I disagree with him, I can understand it. That's what I'm saying.
Do you find me agreeing or not? No, let's go down.
No, I know what you're saying, you know. What I'm saying is, a man ain't gonna come round there
listen.
and put the thing in.
I want to listen. I'm saying to save time, because our time is important here.
Definitely.
And to facilitate the conversation. Stop. This is what I'm saying. You see where he repeated himself like 3 times. There was no need. If you understood where it was going and where he's coming from. I'm saying one of the things you must learn to do is rephrase what they mean for them and say, is this what you mean?
Rephrase it for him.
No. Have I done that already? We already dealt with that. I'm just saying to you, when you understand the programming, okay, and why they feel the need that if I could physically stop you, I would. This is where they're coming from. Do you understand? That's I'm saying to you. So therefore, I keep telling you the program is the problem.
Fine.
Okay, you understand?
No. The only debate that we've had
on this, it's like this. There's certain things we're pushing forward. You either want to do it, or you don't want to do it. If you don't want to do it,
Brother, it's not as simple. Brother, you're not listening. It's not about whether I want to do or whether they want to do it or not. It's whether they want to stop you and stop others from doing it. Do you understand? Like, this is where the concept of the slander, it's a pretense. Yes? That's what you have to understand.
Brother's gone.
Oh, let me ask that. No. Because I'm saying, between you two, tell me why you think he formed the idea of slandering you with calling to something else.
The problem.
I need him to understand. I need to understand why you think that is.
So here's what it is, right? I can only assume he's part of a religious group, and he's in his understanding of religious group. He thinks that something's going to take him away from that, and there's a fear.
But that's what I said to you. No.
But Isa, I'm not saying. Listen,
am I wrong?
The issue that the debate.
I don't. You know what? Look, I've been this long enough to not care. Do you understand? It's like the most valuable people are the people who know, isn't it? So if it's like this, right? You could have one black person.
You're talking about one individual.
Look, it could be atheist, a Muslim, or a Mormon, right?
And who do you have the most problems with? Be honest. Who do you have the most problems with?
90% of people here are from the Sunni.
No, that's not the point.
Right, so that's different.
Who do you have the most problems with?
Well, 90% of people here are Sunnis, so it has to be Sunnis, right? But it's not even an issue. It's like this, right? It's like this. It's like a certain person who just doesn't get it for whatever reason, whatever it is, right? Even if you were to make them get it, there still won't be any value because they're so far gone that it's like I have to convince them every step of the way. Like,
I hear what you're saying. The amount of time you need.
Just like I'll just go for my minute. It's like I said, you don't need a million people.
That's where you're going to them. I'm talking about where they're coming to you.
Right,
That's the difference.
The issue that we've had here is not whether I agree with your assessment of the programming. Man completely agrees with the right. You have to understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, the religion thing is programming. Yeah, and part of the reason why.
Anti-black.
Right? But we've not had a disagreement on that. The only issue that we've had is the extent to which that dominates our conversation. That's it. I'm not disagreeing with you on the principle of what you're saying.
Not conversation. My point is on the, what do you call that list of importance? Priority list.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is the issue.
But you're saying that's
because
are you saying it's the top priority?
I'm saying.
What do you want us to do, really?
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
What we're gonna remind me, we're gonna talk about this away from this.
Right, cool.
Right, and I'm gonna put the whole perspective that I'm coming from on the map so you can see the bigger picture.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah?
But nothing will change. I'm going to present an argument, right, of what I think black people could do to fix black issues. And if people want to do it, they can. If they don't. Yeah.
This is an important conversation. Now, that conversation should be on the camera right now.
Hello. Come over here, please. Big man, brother, come over here. Come. Come to the camera. Bring the camera. Come. Big man. Come on the camera, brother.
This is the Somali conversation.
Come to the camera.
You gotta go shout.
No. Lift it up.
Don't worry. Don't wheel, bro.
Beefy.
Don't worry, open. You can't deny their daughter. You can't sit around their table.
Please.
So don't let them fool you. Come on, man.
You can't go foot by foot like this with them.
Thank you.
They're moving their
Thank you. No, it's facts. Get me?
Well, it's true. You're right, bro. You're right.
No, it's facts. So don't let them use it. Because
What I'm saying is, we need to help our own people. We don't need Arab. We don't need none of them.
none of them. They're only your friends.
So do your thing as a Muslim, yeah?
We don't need Arab. Fam,
Okay,
don't use
so
religion.
They do. They've been doing it, though.
So do your
I don't
thing.
need
They've been
Arabs
doing
to tell me about
it.
deen,
They've
bro.
been doing it. They've been doing it.
Who's telling you
Man ain't
that
Muslim
Arabs need
brothers.
to tell you about
I don't need Arabs to come into my country. Fam, listen.
But who's telling you that? I'm telling you, go do your
none of
thing.
your people, bro.
Yes,
They
so
are
be
doing their thing,
Somali.
though. They've been doing their thing, though. They've been doing their thing, though.
We don't need
Facts.
See that in the camera?
Said it. Fuck it.
Cool, no problem. You're Muslim and you're saying that, yeah?
See, look, pulling the Muslim card.
Yes.
Pulling the Muslim card. Listen. Wait.
I was talking for the camera, bro.
Yeah, fuck the camera. It was. Nah, forget all this. Hey, listen, we're gonna get to the point of this, yeah? At the end of the day, they like to use the Quran for you to do dirt for them.
Exactly, but he's
You know what I'm
a
saying?
Muslim.
That's the only time you can Muslim for them.
And you come to these man's rest, how many times, bro?
You know what I'm saying? Listen. Well,
How many times, bro? The number.
Well, that's the only time, man, is Muslim brothers to them. Yeah, is when you have to defend them. But other than that, you're Negroes. when you can't even marry their sister, you can't even sit up in their yard to eat. Come on, man. Don't let them confuse you, man. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, don't let them confuse you.
He's a Muslim.
Because what they like to do, they like to separate.
Have to deal with.
Yeah, bro.
We don't need Arabs, bro. We don't need Arabs. It's true.
Bro, I'm telling you now, yeah. What they would do is the bottom of the pile, and as soon as they get their ass whooped, yeah.
And you know me, I got a more balanced view.
Exactly.
But
Saudi was
I
ugly anyway,
ain't got no balanced view. I'm straight black.
No,
I'm
not straight black.
I'm not even talking about Muslims. I'm not talking about nothing like that. I'm letting man know that Somalis are man's brothers, and they use the Quran. They use the Quran to separate us. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Just
no
like the Bible
more.
and the Torah.
Yeah, zero tolerance. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to the crunch of it, they can't even marry man's sister, but today I'm your brother. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Today I'm your brother. They use the Quran to suit them. Fuck all that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Because the thing is that people pick and choose what they want to read
Yeah,
and what
bro.
they want to take from it.
Yeah, bro.
They want to pick and choose what they want to take
I'm
from
telling you,
it
bro.
and use it to like manipulate their own lives and other lives.
Fam, I'm telling man, that's the only time they have them. They use them. They use them. You get me? But yeah, everyone was scared of the camera, but yeah. You get me? Fam, they use them, fam. Man,
They're coming up
fam, I'm
by
not,
itself. They're going to show them true colours, you know what I mean?
fam, I'm not doing this stupid thing no more. Man has to let man know, fam. None of these men are our friends. Yeah, collectively, none of them are our friends, right? And they're only our friends when it's time to use us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When it's time to get their head bust, then they call us. Then you're Muslim brother, my Muslim brother. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, they got the richest Arab countries, but yet Somalia is still suffering. They've never turned around and said,
Yeah, they've been turning blind
You
eyes for years, bro.
Say that again?
They've been turning blind eyes.
Blind eyes.
When you look at the slavery in Libya and all over the place that ain't been sorted out, it's like, how does man debate? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
But the mad thing is that if we was each a president of a country,
But that's
things
why-
would be. So that's what I'm
That's
saying.
why
How comes
they're saying, yeah,
these conversations?
that's
How
it.
comes these conversations are not happening in the places where it needs to be happening? That's the conversation as black
You know
men
what, yeah?
we need to be having.
There's a saying that says, yeah, evil triumphs when good people don't do nothing, innit? So, I'm not saying there are not good people out there, but they got to do more, innit? Otherwise, evil's going to triumph, and from the outside,
And it's just
everything's
not enough
looking
for them.
wonky.
It's just not enough for them. Not a good. They would say, oh, there's good ones though. Well, if there was more good ones than bad ones, the situation would change.
It wouldn't even be a situation.
You understand it? There wouldn't be a situation. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. If there's 20 snakes, fam, and 5 are good and the rest 15 are poisonous, are you going to let all 20 of them because 5 is good? Well, screw all that, bro. Black people need to wake up, bro.
Malcolm said it best, man.
Yeah, fam. Black people need to wake up, fam. Man's only a using tool for them. You get me? That's the only time they rate us. That's the only time they got a little bit of respect for us.
You can walk around London, see that. You can walk around most
Fam,
places. and
you know how
see
much
that.
times I heard on cameras, they go, where Jedi, where Jedi, where Jedi? Go Jedi, go Jedi, go Jedi. You know what I'm saying? And now they're turning around and disrespecting, man.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
As soon as a black man is speaking,
Yes.
and he's speaking with not just power and intelligence, but with actual facts. You know
Yes.
you know what I like about watching Jedi is that when he hits someone with facts, he has such a way of questioning people that he will say, okay, but you just said this point. He'll raise that point, and then he'll give you the question, and then people just start and just go around the question.
Yeah.
They'll love to avoid facts for real, because they know the truth.
Man loves
They know
man, then
truth.
hates man. Man loves man, then hates man. Loves man, then hates man.
Yeah, they just want to see us fighting, bro.
Get me? I ain't in it, man. That's why I'm here. I'm waking
People come
black
like
people up.
TMZ out here, I'm telling you.
Yeah? Well, fuck this, man. I'm done with this.
Real.
Content over everything. From your Betterment.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
Ethereal properties, but it's caused by a piano, and in studying the function of the piano, you can tune it out. So there's a relationship here between the piano, which is a metaphor here for objectivity, and music, which I'm using as a metaphor for subjectivity.
I think that's a very good example. That's a very good example because this was the actual motivation for the Muslims in Baghdad, for example. They would study and engage in science to see how the universe works and to study the handiwork of God. This was it. So I don't think